Alright, so welcome back. We're going to do the homework check for exercise 8.1 now and see how you guys did with this. So number 2, we had 2 through 20 even. So number 2 very simply says Nancy is not a sales clerk. They want you to use S. So sales clerk would be the predicate, so that's a capital S. Nancy is the subject, so that's a lowercase n, and we're negating it, so tilde SN. Number 4 says Rachel is either a journalist or a newscaster, and they want to use J for journalist, N for newscaster. So basically, Rachel is a journalist, JR, or Rachel is a newscaster, NR, JR or NR. Number 6, Belgium and France subsidize the arts only if Austria or Germany expand museum holdings. And they're using S for subsidize the arts and E for expand museum holdings. Now this one's a little bit more complex because you really have 4 statements being made there. You have Belgium subsidizes the arts and France subsidizes the arts. So SB.SF in parentheses. Only if, so your horseshoe. And then the second part, you have Austria expands museum holdings or Germany expands museum holdings. So again, in parentheses, EA, wedge, EG. Okay. So SB and SF, then EA or EG. Number 8, some grapes are sour, using G for grapes, S for sour. So this is some are, this is a I statement, particular affirmative. So we'd want to use the existential quantifier on this one, which is the backwards E with the X. And then we were saying some grapes are sour, so X, GX, and SX. So for this particular X, this X is a grape and this X is sour. 10. Some holidays are not relaxing. H for holidays, R for relaxing. Some are not, that's an O statement, particular negative. So again, we'll want to use the existential quantifier, the backwards E with the X. And we want to say that some holidays are not relaxing, so HX and not Rx. So for this particular X, this X is a holiday, but this X is not relaxing. Number 12, Gertrude is not correct only if the Taj Mahal is made of granite. So C for correct, G for granite. So the first part of this, Gertrude is not correct. So tilde CG. Okay. So it is not the case that Gertrude is correct. Only if, which would be the, I think it says only if, didn't it? Yeah, only if, which is the horseshoe. The Taj Mahal is made of granite. So G for granite, T for Taj Mahal, so G, T, like that. Anything that leads to violence is wrong. Well, basically anything implies all, right? So all things leading to violence are things that are wrong. Using L for leads to violence, W for wrong. So all are, it's an A statement, a universal affirmative. So we use the existential quantifier of an X, LX, then WX. So for every X, if that X leads to violence, then that X is wrong. 16. Not every smile is genuine. Okay, well, not every implies that some, right? So some smiles are not genuine. This is an O-type statement, a particular negative, so some smiles are not genuine. You'd want the existential quantifier, the backwards e with the x, and then smiles sx and not gx. So for this particular x, this x is a smile, but this x is not genuine. 18. There is trouble in River City. Does that mean that all trouble in the world is there? No. It means there's some that's there. So some trouble exists in River City. Some are implies an I statement, a particular affirmative. So once again, we're going to use the existential quantifier, the backwards e with the x, and then tx dot rx. Okay. So for this particular x, this x is trouble and this x is in River City. In 20, any caring mother is vigilant and nurturing. C for caring, N for mother, V for vigilant, N for nurturing. This one is a very tricky one, quite honestly. We want to say that all caring mothers are vigilant and nurturing. So all are implies that it's a universal affirmative, so we are going to use the x, the universal quantifier. But then we've got all caring mothers, cx dot mx. Okay. So for every x, that x is caring and that x is a mother. Then they are vigilant and nurturing, so Vx and Nx. So for every x, that x is both caring and a mother, then that x is both vigilant and nurturing. So 20 was a little bit tricky, but hopefully the rest of those you got pretty well and are not going to have any real trouble or difficulty with. Again, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. But otherwise, hopefully you guys are doing well on all of this. And we'll move on to check 8.2 in the next video.